They kind of gave me a little bit of a hard time, but that's the name of the game, you know. Great customers, by the way. And they drove it all the way up to, I think, West Palm. So from there, you know, Kendall Honda and I, we didn't really see too much traction for me personally. So I had to find elsewhere. So I originally started at Dayland Dodge. Dayland Dodge, he owns Alfa Romeo down south, and he owns this dealership, Homestead Hyundai. So I came here to apply. And the boss, Dawn, he's not here right now, but you guys will meet him one of these days. Awesome, fantastic guy. He was like, yeah, no problem. You can start tomorrow. Right? So I was like, okay, cool. Let me kind of see what's up and talk to him a little bit more and see how this is. So I told Kenneth Honda, hey, look, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be here anymore. You know, I broke up with them. I put my 2 weeks in, and I started here on July 4th, 2019. And that day, I didn't sell a car, but the second day, I sold a car. I don't remember what it is. I got to go through my Instagram archives, you know how it be, and see more or less what I sold that day. All right, so working with cars, what I've learned is actually just communication, people skills, facial recognitions, body language. You'd be surprised how far that goes when you're in sales. You really just have to really take note of that and how somebody reacts to what you say. So if you tell them, hey, I have this white Elantra N for you, and they make a face like, that's not the car for them. If they say, hey, look, I have a green Santa Cruz for you, and they say, yeah, you know, they kind of smile a little bit, get a little bit more giddy, then you got to start leading that way. Plus, also learn that you want to be a little bit more straightforward with people. Some salesmen, they like to pull that back and forth, that negotiating game. I'm telling you right now, I hate negotiating. I hate it. Tell me what you want. I'm going to go beat my boss up and see if I can get there. And if I can't get there, then we're going to negotiate, what, $20, $40, $50, and that's lunch money. If it's that serious, I just take it out of my pocket and give it to you. What it is, like what, $20? Huh. That's the type of person I am. Let me pick up my pocket, pick up my little quarter. I'm not rich. I'm going to pick these coins up, okay? So, as a matter of fact, even if I'm rich, I'm going to still pick these coins up. All right, so yeah, man, that's just kind of how I started. And what I've learned, another thing that I've learned when it comes to people is some people really like to say, you know, I want a Mercedes Benz, but I want to pay $200 a month and they got a 580 credit score. If you got a 580 credit score and you want a Mercedes Benz, you got to stop smoking that ish and drink some water, okay? So yeah, man, you got to be real with people, and people really appreciate that when you're real with them. When you tell them straight up, hey, look, you can't do that with your budget. And if you can't do that with your budget, then I'm not the one to tell you what the play is. You're the one to know what you got to want. Come this way, come this way. Thank you so much. We're in the people way. They're going to park up right here. So, you know, I pretty much learned that niche. You got to be straight up with people what they can and can't get, because some people have, you know, what's that guy? Salt Bay taste with McDonald's money, and they need to be at Wendy's for a $5 biggie bag. And it's okay, I love my biggie bags, but you got to know what the play is. All right, but let's go inside real quick. I'm going to introduce you to some of my coworkers. You know, we got two lines. I call one gordo, and I got my other boy in line. That's a skinny one. I forgot how they say skinny in Spanish, but shit. And then we got Louis. What's up, y'all? Sorry about bothering you. What's up, man? This is Align. Hey, how you guys doing? This is Skinny. He's our finance manager. This is Louis, another one of our sales associates. My buddy right here. He's a driver the Elantra N. They're working a deal right now, so we got to be quiet. All right, this is one of our insurance reps. I don't know his name, but bro, it's cool.
Gabriel, yeah.
All right, come down this way. This is Align. I called him Gordo for obvious reasons. You know, this is our office over here. This is kind of like the showroom floor. We have a whole bunch of cars in the showroom. We'll have the Hyundai Santa Fe, some used cars. We'll have the Genesis on this side. By the way, these are dope. GV70s, some of them come 3.3 twin turbo, 2.0 turbo, and they both streamlined. They're quick. And they come with 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So comparing, I would say, this one to this one, they're both kind of the same thing, but this one here is burgundy with a tan interior. This one's white with a red interior. And you're looking for more of the Miami style, you already know the white and red is for you. 3.3 twin turbo. Over here is where we have the finance offices. This is where the deals are going to get done. This is where you're going to talk about numbers, your monthly payment, pricing, interest rates, gap, wheel and tire protection, all that. They got you. What's your goal for the year? My goal for the year? My goal for the year working here, to be honest with you, my goal for the year working here with you, I want to say to make some money, and make an impact on people because I want to make sure people actually get into cars and get a decent deals. Because one thing I do hate about dealerships is, when they sell somebody your car and, they don't get a good deal. And I'm not saying that we can't make a little money because we got to make a little money on. I got a family to feed. And so do you. And so, we got to make sure those people get a fair deal. So if they want to come trade the car in within 2 years, they're not upside down $20,000, $30,000 like some dealerships like to do. And that's kind of the reason why I came back here. Mark, over there. That's my boy Mark over there. That's our soon to be BDC manager, Jamaican guy. Straightforward, straight shooter. Yeah. Everyone's here is a little bit busy. This is Melenius. Melenius has been here for years. Melenius, say hi to the camera. She's a little awkward, but she's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So this is where all the salesmen sit. This is where you kind of talk about what car you want, what you need, and the features, things like that. And another goal I would like to have for the year is to, make money, make an impact on people, and kind of move up the ladder. One day I want to be in finance, be a finance manager. That's been my goal for like the past 4 or 5 years. I kind of derived off that path a little bit and, did my own thing for a bit, but I'm back in the game. That's why I'm making this video. Let y'all know I'm not playing with you. Back here is where we have the service apartment. So of course it's beautiful, it's fully furnished, it's nice. You can sit right here if you have to, make a business call, because we have a lot of people come here with their laptops. I know you work from home and they take business calls, video. What's that thing called? I don't even remember. Whatever it's called. All right, sit right here. You guys can chill. There's some more desks right over there. Right over here is where we have a GV70, and that's where the service department. Okay. So right now, it's Sunday and it's a slow day, so I'm kind of watching the Olympics all day while trying to grab a up. And they're doing their thing today. I kind of watched the swimming competition. I wouldn't say that, but I watched the gymnastics and things like that. Watching a little bit of basketball earlier. Some of the guys had a couple parlays on them. I knew they hit, so I'm glad for them. We have some customers in right now that came in a little late, and they're just trying to close a deal, get a good deal. It's the end of the month. You guys want to be in a video? She don't want to be in a video, but it's okay though. She look fantastic. If you see this video, you look fantastic. So you fixing yourself over there. So yeah, today's a little slow. My goal of the month, I just been here for 5 days. Today's my 5th day back at Homestead Hyundai, and I only got 1 unit out right now. So I've been just trying to catch a wave, get my bearings together, kind of see how the dealership is running now, learn the programs, and kind of put my foot in the door. I don't know what really else to talk about. Kind of showed you guys around already. This is just an introductory video, so don't get too crazy. One of these days, you guys are going to be with me while I'm working the deal, from start to finish, beginning to end to beginning. Even if it falls apart, you guys got to see out this authenticity. Can't really pronounce certain words, but because it means a bad man, you understand? So right here, if you're a fat ass like me, I love my snacks, got to hit the vending machine. Over here is the service department and the BDC department. This is where we get all our internet leads. She already left. Like I said, it's Sunday, so there's nobody there. So motivational wise, if you're thinking about being in a car game, as a salesman, and you're a little bit nervous, just step into it, step into it. Don't be scared to sell cars. Don't be scared to interact with people. Don't be scared to be yourself, because the biggest thing that's going to sell is yourself. And when you're yourself, you're the most authentic version of yourself, and only people like authentic shit. Okay, you can't be, if you're a person that's on 10 all the time. You're on 10, doesn't matter. You're on 10 and you're a go-getter. You're blah, 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 blah. You're in and out. And you deal with a customer that's a little bit on the calm side, still be on 10, but just instead of being on 10, bring it down to like a 9. And they're going to match your wave. You're going to realize someone that person can mess with you, kind of like you, want to deal with you, and they're going to remember your name. You're going to go through so many customers that you want to remember people's names, and that's the best thing to happen. You want to remember their face and the car they sold them, because what I tell customers, like when I first got here, I sold Miss Brown a Tucson Sport. I was walking by and I saw her. She was a little, because she broke her toe. I was like, hey, what's your name? I remember selling you a car. She goes, oh, I'm Miss Brown. Yeah, you sold me a car. I was like, it was a burgundy Tucson, right? She goes, yeah, I can't be remember that. I was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, yeah, I try to remember little things like that. I might not remember your name, but I would never forget your face, okay? And the car I sold you because I put money on in my pocket. So the reason why I'm trying to build a personal brand right now, it's just to, drive more customers to this place. We're in Homestead Exit 1, so we don't really have that many customers. Plus, I don't like to rely on the dealerships customers, service customers, walk-ins, BDCs. I like people to come and ask for me specifically. I want people to know that, hey, look, I want Sean to help me. My name is Kishon, but I tell people Sean just to keep it short and sweet. But I want Sean to help me. I trust Sean to do the job. I trust Sean to make sure, he gets me in and out and gets me a good deal. That's always been my goal. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Life happens. And even those customers, the ones that don't agree with what I give them, if you do the math, it still hits. It still got a good number because some like I said, they want Gordon Ramsay with McDonald's budget, but it's okay. I got a couple coupons for Gordon Ramsay. We're gonna get you into that Earl's budget. You guys ever been to Earl's? Go to Earl's. It's in Dayland. It tastes good. So some of the benefits I see myself going with being my own personal brand is as let me run it back a little bit actually. So when I left the car industry, I kind of became like an entrepreneur. Still is, but I had to get the 9 to 5 to pay my bills. Became a broker with this group called Car Connect. Shout out to y'all because y'all helped me fix my life. I appreciate that. So I kind of saw the ins and outs on how to be a broker, how to get good deals, how to deal with customers that aren't in the dealership. And it's different when you're dealing with a customer that's sitting in front of you versus on the phone. It's way different. It's sometimes, to be honest with you, it's a lot harder because either A, they forget to respond back to you, they don't like what you're saying to them, or they feel like they can just go to the dealership and just go buy a car there. After you just told them you can save them $100 a month, but hey, apples to pears, whatever. So I kind of want that same thing going on here because we do have access to the auction. And if you want something and it makes financial sense for yourself and for us, we're going to go and get you that car off the auction without a problem, you know? And that's one thing I see myself being like that in the future. Maybe hopefully one day I can own my own dealership, something beautiful, something nice, have a service department for some people, and also be able to just make sure they have wheels. My name on Instagram is Mr. Easy Wheels. That's the process I want to have. I want to make sure you can get in and out the car that you like and the car that you feel like you deserve. As a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. My name is Mr. Easy Wheels. My name is Mr. Easy Wheels. My name is Mr. Easy Wheels on Instagram. So that's how I like the process to be. I like the process to be in and out quick. You know what you want. You kind of know what you want. I'm the guy you hit up to more or less put the puzzle together so you can see a clear picture. If you have a broken mirror, I'm going to fix it up. If you have a Lego set you can't put together, I'm going to put it together and tell you this is what I got for you. Okay. And if you like it, you take it. If you don't, don't. But hey, I tried and I make sure you're in good hands, like Allstate. So I'm originally from Jamaica, so I was born and raised until like 5 years old. So I moved up here with my mom. And she did the best that she can raising me, growing up, sacrificing for me, making sure I have food to eat, clothes to wear, and kept me busy in life. And I feel like I owe her to be the best version of myself. And that's all a mother wants. Any mother, father, that's all a parent wants, for a child to be the best version of themselves. So last year I kind of was just outside too much, and just partying and drinking and hanging out with models and women and in the club, having a great time. But that thing gets old, You kind of forget what life really is. Dímelo, jefe. Boy. My boy Randy. If you speak Spanish, necesita un español, aquí. And we speak English too. So yeah, like I was saying, when life was good, man. When life was lifing, and I was just kind of just going outside and just doing whatever the Miami lifestyle is, I felt dead inside, and I really miss selling cars. I really miss interacting with people. Even when I was a broker selling cars with them, they're fantastic guys. I really appreciate it. But there's something different about like just actually being in the dealership, being here where you see constant hustle bustle, constant people coming on, a whole bunch of different interactions, different characteristics, different values, different religions, different thought processes. That changes your view on the world. That changes how you actually deal with people and talk. And you want to just you kind of adapt and change yourself towards that. You kind of just figure out how to go through life in a way that makes sense. So society wise, social wise. I just start reading more books, man. So I have bigger words. But yeah, that's kind of the thing that I missed about selling cars and the reason why I'm here. You just deal with so many different type of people, and that it teaches you social skills. Anywhere you go, you be able to adapt and usually get what you want from the interaction. It's a push and shove. You got to give to get, and one hand washes the other. And when you're able to adjust to that specific person and figure out like what they want or who they are, let's clean up the place a little. I mean, we're on camera, so I got to look like I'm doing something. you know. But yeah, just waiting for Mark to finish up. I don't want to bother him too much. Dealing with those type of people, dealing with party going women, because they're not my girls. They just want to have a good time, and I want to get paid because I was a promoter. Dealing with those type of people kind of just teaches you how shallow people can be, and that's okay though, because I'm a little shallow too, and how materialism, or what's the word I'm trying to find, but how people value materialistic stuff. And coming back into the car business really just shows and taught me that if they want it bad enough, they will pay for it. And I used to have an issue back in the day. I was always trying to save people the buck and like not give them what they want, give them what I think they can afford. And you can't spend a person's dollar for them. You got to give them what they want. If they want a car that's $1,000 a month, you give them the car for $1,000 a month. And also when it comes to women, you kind of learn how to be a little bit more smoother. Some guys like to tell women they're beautiful, they're the most gorgeous girl that I've ever seen, they're the one for them. I like to tell them they got a big head, but they're cute. Usually works. You know what I'm saying? Like little jab. Oh my God, why would you say that? It's true, but hey, what's up? Same thing, it's kind of the same thing selling cars. Well, we're closing off with today's rant. It's a slow day on a Sunday. I tried to sell a couple of cars. Didn't go through. Hopefully this didn't blah 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 blah. So it's a slow day on a Sunday. I'm trying to sell a couple of cars. They didn't go through, but I have a Denali deal I'm working with, a 2022, and it's gorgeous. And I'm just gonna close this. I'm just gonna close today with just a smile on my face and a gym session. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I need to hit the pump, and just letting you know one more time, I just benched 225. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all. If not, I'm not gonna sell you a car. Yeah.